Hello from the land of TV. This is King Kool with another episode of King Kool's Distracted Movie Reviews. And this is going to be a shorter episode because I really don't have that much to say about this one. We're today in Disney sequel month. We're reviewing Lady and the Tramp 2. Now again, I'm in Quake 2, which means I can't have sound because it would compete. And you wouldn't be able to hear me. But the thing with this one is, with Lady and Tramp 2 is, it's like when people think about Disney sequels and sort of the perceived low quality of them, this is the one they're thinking of, I'm sure, somehow. This was a sequel, I don't know how many years, it was like 40 years ago, it was in the, before, like, we had integrated bathrooms was when this movie came out. It's like, really? This is the one that needs a sequel? Okay, fine. But it takes place only a few months after the first one. I haven't seen Lady and the Tramp. I'm sure I saw it at some point, but I don't have any first-hand memory of it. So I thought I killed you. So yeah. It's about Lady and their son, Scamp is his name, I believe, and how he's like, oh man, I want to be an outside dog. And how he doesn't fit inside the house that they're now adopted in. And where am I? I can barely see. Have I ever mentioned that I hate hopping out of water in first-person shooters? I'm glad that they have, eventually determined the proper way to implement that, but that took forever. I had to turn off the recording, actually, just so I wouldn't be here wasting a bunch of time. And the kid, he's like, oh, I want to be an outside dog. I want to be tough, and I want to be this, because he just continues to get himself in stupid-ass trouble. He's like, Dad, you don't even know what it's like to be an outside dog. It's like, Tramp could just go out and say, yeah, I was a stray for 5 years. You know what? It sucks fighting people for the barest amount of food and getting blamed for crap you didn't do. That sucks. I want you to be happy that you're indoors and not rained upon. But no, instead they tie him up outdoors, and then he escapes through the plot contrivance breaking of a chain, or he gets out of his collar or some crap. I don't remember exactly. And then goes and finds a bunch of strays. Now, I have a question. Who names the stray dogs? One of the stray dogs' name is Buster. Who gave him that name? If you're a stray your entire life, who gave you that name? Like what? Like the police? Who? I don't get it. And here's the thing: it's like this movie, aside from the fact that like Scamp, the protagonist of this movie, is honest to God just utterly unsympathetic. It's like he's just so, I want to go out and do stuff. He's just your average stupid, arrogant teenager, and I want him to go away. But furthermore, this movie is barely an hour long. The credits start at the 61-minute mark, and then they proceed on, as they do, 7 or 8 minutes of it. It says, hey, 70 minutes. Like, no, this is an hour. This movie is just barely over an hour. This movie just does not have time to do anything. Now, I want to say a few positive things about it. Like, they have a scene, because they have to, where they recreate the spaghetti scene. The way they do it in this one is actually cute. I'm like, oh, that was kind of cute. So, I gotta give it that. That I was like, okay, that's cute. And the lady is now voiced by Jodie Benson, and anything that keeps her in the bread, I can support. But I think her character's name is Pidge, P-I-D-G-E. Like every time I hear them say it, I think that they're saying bitch. And it's like, that's a really unfortunate name for a dog, for a lady dog. And the guy, Tramp, and several other characters are voiced by, is voiced by Jeff Bennett. Now, if you don't know who Jeff Bennett is, he's a voice actor from, he does Johnny Bravo, he does some other things. But he's quite good. In fact, I didn't know he was in the movie, even though I've heard lots of stuff that Jeff Bennett has done. And I definitely didn't know that he played multiple parts in the movie, so that's a testament to his talent. But this movie, like, Scamp goes out and he meets the bad dog. He's like, oh, great, I'm going to be accepted by these people whom I don't who I don't know, who I've just met, and yet whose approval I desperately seek for some strange reason that I can't begin to fathom. I think I'm going backwards, but like the songs are lame. Like all the songs in some of these movies could use a bit more time than the other. These songs are really lame. I don't know what is causing the Quake 2 to chug like that, but this movie is a waste of time. Even at its short length, it is a waste of that amount of time. Whatever time you spend, I'm back here. Whatever time you spend watching it has been wasted, and you have no, there's no reason to have made this one. It's lame, it's pointless, and I shouldn't waste a lot of time on it. Anyway, that's it from me. Oh, wait. I'm definitely doing this. Hang on. I usually do this at the halfway mark, but there just isn't that much to say. But I'm still going to end it on everyone's favorite program that's sweeping the nation. How loud is this chip? Today on the show we have Baked Lays. That's louder than I thought it would be. I thought it would be like a really wimpy. Alright, I'm going to sign out now. If you have a movie you want me to watch, go ahead and suggest it. I have the last one set up for Disney sequel month, and it's a doozy. I haven't watched it yet, but they go from most likely to least likely, and this one is, I think, at least to me, sounds definitely the least likely. So get ready for that next week, and until then, this is Kool, and please drive home safe.